Hey everyone, welcome back to Cosmic Life Astrology. Today we're talking Saturn Retrograde. This is happening between June 29th and November 15th. Saturn will be retrograding from 19 degrees of Pisces back to 12 degrees of Pisces. So take a look at your chart and see if it's going to be going over any natal planets, because this will be a hot spot for the retrograde cycle. Now, if we were to look back when Saturn was last at 12 degrees of Pisces, this was at March 22nd, a few days before the Libra eclipse. So think back to what you've been working on since March that has been getting a lot of your time and attention and your hard work and efforts. What have you been trying to accomplish in the past 3 months while Saturn has gone from 12 to 19 degrees of Pisces? When Saturn was at 12 degrees of Pisces, right before the eclipse, we had a loose sextile to Jupiter. So Jupiter is trying to bring expansive opportunities, especially things that are tangible in Taurus, and things that are long lasting. And so the Saturn-Jupiter sextile was really the backbone of the eclipse. And this was helping bring support to bring those expansive opportunities, but not without hard work. You had to put in effort towards what it is you were trying to change, what you were trying to evolve, and what it is that you wanted to create as an opportunity for yourself. So we also have to think that that is going to be the backbone of this retrograde cycle as well, since it will be going back over the same area. When an outer planet goes retrograde, there's a lot of internal reflection going on. And so you may not see a lot of external factors. There could be more of an internal process of review, reflection, and reconsideration of what you've been working on. Now, Saturn being the Lord of karma and time, especially, you are going to look at what you're investing your time into, or who you're investing your time into, and if it's, if the juice is worth the squeeze. In Pisces, Saturn is looking for emotional maturity, because Pisces is a very watery and deep emotional sign, and it's also very spiritually deep. It's the sign of the outer worldly and the things that cannot be seen, that are beyond, our physical world. And during the Saturn retrograde, we could be looking at, where boundaries need to be laid. We could be looking at, where we need to stabilize our emotions or, our internal world. And being that this is a water sign, I also think that emotional stability and being able to trust your instincts, and, Pisces is all about having faith as well. So I think, this is going to make us take a look at what you've learned in the past few months and how you can take that with you to trust your intuition, trust your instincts, and take a leap of faith, in order to make your dreams and your visions come true, whatever they may be. This is also a time where you need to prioritize what you're committing to, in order to help manifest what it is you're trying to have in your world. And it encourages us to do the internal work, or to take the internal lessons that we've been learning, and put them to good use. During the retrograde cycle, when we see Saturn first begin, it's going to trine Venus in Cancer. The exact trine will happen on July 2nd, when Venus hits 19 degrees. But nevertheless, the trine to Venus is also going to help with our relationships and finances as well. But I think with Pisces and Cancer energy, you know, it's all about the heart and your emotions and what makes you feel safe and your home and what you define as being home, what makes you feel comfortable. Saturn trining Venus is going to want to bring stability to relationships and stability to, you know, what it is that you find comfort in, what it is that you're envisioning for yourself emotionally. You know, if you have, if you don't feel safe in your environment, this is a time to do the reflection on what is going to make you feel safe, what is going to allow you to trust your surroundings, or trust your gut, trust your emotions. And this could really help bring love and stability into the mix. You know, if you tap into this wisely, you can really create a stable foundation for love, especially. We will also see Saturn make a sextile to Mars and Taurus, and this is another way of saying, hey, if you do the work and you put in the action and are disciplined about your approach, you can build something stable. Because Taurus, as well as Saturn, wants stability. You know, they want something grounded, long lasting. And again, we're being told to commit to what you're valuing in your life, in your world, and what you're trying to, you know, create in your environment. You know, we will also see Saturn make a sextile to the moon in Taurus, while the moon also conjuncts Mars in Taurus. So this is, you know, another sign of emotions being in the mix of this equation and being in the focus. Saturn will also make an opposition to Juno, and this will be exact on Friday, July 5th. And so with the opposition to Juno, Saturn is saying commitments require work and effort, okay? And there may be a little bit of a struggle, but middle ground is available if you're looking for it, okay? During the retrograde cycle, Saturn will be, you know, making aspects to other transits that will be happening. You know, we will see an eclipse in Pisces during this time as well. And so it's going to bring up even more of that Piscean, you know, deep spiritual internal focus. And I think with Saturn retrograding during that eclipse, we're going to really be pushed to take a leap of faith, you know, to have a new beginning, maybe, you know, finish closing out a chapter that's been in the works, because Pisces is about endings and, you know, does prepare you internally for a new beginning. I think overall, you know, if you've been doing the work over the past few months while Saturn's been going from 12 to 19 degrees, you can really take the opportunity now to use those lessons wisely in order to move forward. This is not a time to be lackadaisical in what you're doing. It is a time to take a steady, strategic approach to what you're trying to manifest, and, you know that what you're putting your hard work and effort into can transform your world and help you manifest your dreams and your visions and, you know, everything that you're trying to accomplish. And when it comes to relationships, this could be, you know, an added support to make the changes that need to be made, because Saturn is reviewing, you know, how your relationships are defined. And, you know, if there's a relationship that you're already in that is not working, this is a time of reflection to see, okay, what about it isn't working? What needs to change? and how do we improve it. But if you're not in a relationship, this could be an opportune time where you can maybe have a new relationship come into your world and understand, you know, what you've learned from the past, Pisces, that you can take with you as a way to go into a new relationship with eyes wide open, a better sense of, you know, where you've been and where you're trying to go in your relationship world, and what it is that you want to invest your time into. So this is going to, again, go on until mid-November on the 15th. And then we'll see Saturn go direct. And I think it'll be interesting to see how this plays out, because we also see Neptune starting its retrograde shortly after Saturn starts the retrograde cycle. And they're both in Pisces. So, you know, it's very much reality focused, work focused, you know, redefining what it is that is true for us, redefining our visions, our, you know, our long-term, and being really clear on what you're putting your emotions, your energy, and your hard work into. So I hope this helps you understand what to expect during this long cycle of the Saturn retrograde. I will be back with another video. We'll talk about Neptune retrograde. And I will be posting a video on the Cancer new moon probably later today. So stay tuned for more. I hope you guys have a great week.